Good day. Have you ever had this experience that you were supposed to receive a shipment or material or a service by a particular time, but it doesn't happen? Well, we face the same problem on the other side, delivering services. Let me share an experience with you, and this is a follow-up on my earlier one video where we spoke about my visit to Vistion in Detroit. And when we told the prospective customer that we are very sorry, we might have a problem if he insisted on an unworkable deadline. He didn't like it, but he respected it, and then he embraced it. Because he said, I want to deal with a realist. I don't want to deal with people who make me promises that they cannot fulfill. So here I want to talk about what we did, or what I did, to make sure that the targets that I wanted were being met, more likely to be met. So it was in 1986. I was planning a trip to Leverkusen in Germany to buy some machinery from a machinery dealer. And I had to go inspect the equipment. And so when I called up the man and we were discussing travel arrangements, I asked him, how do I get to your place? He says, you already have the address, but with really fantastic German precision, he gave me specific instructions how to get to his place. He says, go to the Düsseldorf main station, go to platform number 6, take the S-Bahn there, and take the train that leaves at 8:38 a.m. And the station that is at 9:13 a.m. is where you have to get off. And I will be waiting for you on the platform with the brochure of my company in my hand. Scratch my head. This is incredible. The difference between the Indian system and what he was telling me 60 days before, what could happen, that he could predict what was going to happen. So, got me thinking, how could this be possible? Why did it sound incredible? Let's compare it to the Indian railway station, railways at that time. The trains never went on schedule. And up to 5 minutes before the train was supposed to depart, we would know on which platform the train was going to come. And here the gentleman was telling me 60 days in advance that where, how, when. I mean, it was incredible. I'm a seeker, and a seeker always asks 5 W's and 1 H. What, where, when, who, why, and how. When you start thinking, you begin to realize that there is something at work which allows us, or allows the Germans, to be so predictable and so precise. So we set up a world-class, I set up a production planning system and all that. That's another story. But what did I do immediately? So let me take you back to how we were running our company at that time. We were like owner-managers, and everything is like a solar system that the sun radiates and everybody is beholden to the sun. Everybody orbits around that one sun, the owner-manager. So let's say we needed to manufacture a product and deliver it to the customer. The customer would ask for a date. I would ask my manager, and he would give me a date. He would commit a date. He'd say, I'd have it ready by Monday. Monday comes, no products, angry customer. He gets a scolding. I get a scolding from the customer. And he says, I'm sorry, sir, I'll definitely have it ready by the next Monday. 3 more Mondays go by and we still don't have a product. I lose the month, I lose the customer, we lose reputation, and we lose money. Now, I knew that the manager was a sincere man. So what was wrong? What he realized is that this gentleman was taking a date instinctively. He'll pull it out, that I think I could do it by this time. But he was not alone. He was part of a system. There are different functions, there are different departments, there's purchasing, there's all these other things. But he didn't coordinate with them because he thought he had a full grasp over the subject. So I said, no, this has to stop. So next time when we had another commitment due, I asked him, when will we have it? So he gave me a date. I said, good. Can you explain to me, how did you get to this date? How can you tell me confidently that this is the date that you will be able to meet? He said, don't worry, sir, we got it all sorted out, I will have it. I said, no, I am worrying and I need to know. So he said, I'll work it out. Called him in the morning. What happened? You were supposed to give me a date. Oh, sir, don't worry, it'll happen. I said, no, I need the date and the working. And I pursued him for 3 days. And what he had committed to me for 10 days, when he worked it out in discussing with everybody, there was no way the product could have been ready and delivered in less than 40 days. And he said, oh, I'm so sorry. We can't do it in 10 days as I thought we'd do it in 40. Well, he can always take another job. But I'm stuck with my business, my company, and I have a customer to whom it is my legal and moral duty to fulfill our commitment to them. So if you want to ensure that you meet your commitments, or whoever's promising you or making a commitment to you, don't just accept it at face value. Ask for the basis on which that commitment was made. Ask for the working that could have been done, what could have been necessary to make that commitment. Have all the points been touched? Have all the people been consulted? Because one commitment is dependent on several other commitments. And if there's no dialogue between them or no understanding between them, it's very difficult for that commitment to be honored without their support. Sometimes we get very angry and we blame and we fire people and we do a lot of other things. Makes you feel good, get your steam out. It doesn't improve the system at all. So in the longer term, we set up a production planning and control system. And, by simply focusing on the problem, we improved our on-time delivery within 2 years from about 28% to 99.6%. Every review meeting, we would check how are we doing on our commitments. By drawing attention to this factor, among other factors, people just worked together to make it happen. And not only did this improve, this culture of meeting commitments spilled over to other issues: quality, cost, product improvement, design, whatever it was, HR. Honoring the commitment to all the stakeholders at all times became a culture. This is a very necessary step to become a world-class organization. It also helps in our personal life. What we learn at work, what we imbibe at work, it's transferable to our personal lives. We become more careful and then more efficient. Once it becomes culture, once it becomes a culture, once we gain mastery over something, anything, we can never go back to being ordinary. And that is the lesson for today. Well, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please do press the like button, share with others, and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you on my channel again soon. This is Gurvinder Singh from Guru Vanda signing off.